Heia, everyone, and welcome to this review about Advance Wars Deathless Advance Wars 1. Yeah, this is a remake. I decided to do this video again. If you don't know why, it was because the images weren't the best. It was made with a lot of has a lot of problems the recording. So when I did the first review video, uh, it was it wasn't the best. So yeah, I will do this once again, but mm, kind of differently. So yeah, this is a record of all the missions I did. So I will explain how I did this deathless, and well, as you can see, it was different. It was easier, and well, we will see if I improve. Let's find out. Each war plays like the same. The difference being really careful. I did what I I divide my units into two groups, one in north and the other in east, and clean everything. Really careful with the anti-air because it was at 1 HP sometimes too, but the thing is you just move slowly, take down every unit, and finally take down the medium tank with your own medium tank using a tank like to sack the attack. That was not really hard to do. And yeah, this mission wasn't really hard. It was playing it like normal, almost, and it wasn't the big thing. When we fight against Grid, we have to be really focused on his CO power and his units. You can bring his artillery in range of a tank using an APC because in this version it it likes to attack APCs. So yeah, in this version I decided to do the same, but also I start creating a huge group of medium tanks in order to cross the bridge because that is one of the hardest parts. But there is nothing really dangerous. Only the first time he used the power, but that's it. So yeah, this is what this was hard. It was like the previous time. A bit, it's not easy, but no. The third mission of the Shortways is really easy. Again, I take down the air units, and that's all. No, I didn't need to take down the bombard because it wasn't really necessary. So yeah, this mission was for me really easy. When we talk about Max, we underestimate his indirect units. Yeah, they are weak, that's true, but they are useful and they will do a lot of damage. So yeah, in this mission, that is the first that introduces Max, uh, take down the battleships as fast as you can. Don't worry about them. No, not really. But yeah, bring the enemies to your range, like a lot of units to your range, and they will be down in a few minutes. So yeah, this mission was really hard. The only thing maybe the battleships, but with your own subs you can take them out. and that 50 firepower of direct units is not OP. I repeat, not OP. It doesn't mean that Max can one hit KO almost anything with his medium tanks. Yeah, but not really OP. Uh, it wasn't hard. No, it wasn't really hard. In this mission, we have fog of war, but not an issue for us because the only thing you have to be really, really careful is the rockets. But if you hide in the forest, there's nothing. Also, you need to take down an anti-air because it can take down one of your helicopter. Max is a really good option because your units are uh, more powerful. So power means good move. So yeah, take down every indirect unit, take down the rocket, take down the artillery, take the HQ, and that was that was easy. There was nothing to talk about this mission. Just take units and continue. Well, when we think that the next mission is hard, no, it wasn't. Uh, Never before had I thought I will do these missions so bad, but doing that less was really, really easy. So yeah, this time I was working with not many units, but I was able to beat this mission. So that means there is nothing really to worry about. Uh, Even with that, I make like a human vehicle conga because there was like 20 recon and several mech units behind the recon, all in a straight line, and that was really really funny. The only thing I did was to take that property that mech is going after, take some take the properties up there and make game. History lesson is knowing is like the other one. If you know the position of the indirects, there is nothing. When I mean nothing, is nothing that can be wrong. I was this time not so careful, so I take a attack from a bubble ship, but I survived and I was okay. So I take down the indirects and take the HQ as always. With grid you need to mostly take the HQ and that's it. Not really anything bad about this part. Eagles return for another shot, and this time he's ready. He has some bombers and some fighters. In this version, it's not so hard, but in hard mode, as I know from Cartel, there are a lot of things to be really careful. In this case, there are some bombers hidden, and you need to be moving slowly. Take down the bombers. There is a fighter, and take down all our units and finish the mission. There are a lot of our units, and that's the really problem in this mission. Now we have Kanbai and Kanbai on Kanbai, depending on where you saw about him. If it's Chinese, is Kanbai, but Kanbai is is really easy. Especially we need to do the three Kanbai missions in the time limits that we are given to finish to take him for the last part. And well, it was not so hard. It was taking out every single tank as fast I can. Be really careful, and that's it. There was nothing to do here. Like I take down every single tank and artillery and claim victory in 8 turns. The second mission of Kamba is blocking and attacking. What? You think there is more? No. You block, you take down the indirects, you attack, you win. Even faster. So yeah, taking the down the dangerous units and then using other uh, using our intelligence to beat this mission. There is nothing, and when I said nothing, nothing dangerous here. Gamba is error, or more like a speedrun Gamba because he messed up in the first turn. So yeah, this thing in hard mode is complete hell, but here is just a joke. As that, I decide to speedrun this mission, and there is really nothing hard about this one. So yeah, that base is completely useless, and this mission is really fast if you know how to do it. So when I did it, I think there was again 10 turns, and that was it. So I didn't need to train to plan a strategy to do this. So yeah, I spam helicopters, battlecopter. There was two, I think, and finish the mission without worrying about anything. The first Sonja missions is easy if you know the position of the rockets and the artillery. You are done. Maybe a tank or two that are spread out, but that's it. So yeah, a really boring mission. It wasn't hard at all. Now this is another story. I don't know what's going on with some missions, but this one is a complete hell. For any reason, this time Sonia is mad with us. I think so. She decided to make one of the hardest missions of the game, and for me, it was one of the hardest missions of the game. Even even more than the last mission. And yeah, I made a video before talking about this mission that was the second hardest, but now I think it's the hardest. So there are a lot of things to be considered here. Like there is a cruiser there is a battleship that you need to take down. There's so many stuff, and then she will start bombarding you with indirects, and there is a lot of units. And I was going to be taking off every single one of them. So for this mission, I was really, really frightened, but nothing that I can work with. The most the hardest part for this was to take down the to take down almost the battleship. That was the hardest part. Take down the battleship, and then taking out the bottom part and the top part. And yeah, I made some mistakes in this mission, but even with that mistakes, I was able to beat this mission. So yeah, welcome to one of the most hateful missions. If you want to do this, that less, I warn you about this mission. It's not easy. It's complete hell. Then Sammy lied to Andy, saying that she was losing a lot of units. So Andy, as the good man that he is, and that he loves all his soldiers, he decided to enter the fight, even if he don't want to. But when he heard the lie of Sammy, he decided to move. So yeah, this mission has like, I will say that something interesting about this mission. It looks like one of Fire Emblem mission. I think it's from Fire Emblem 6 maybe. That there is a mission like really similar to this one. Uh, I don't have an image from that, but it was a really interesting mission. However, in terms of difficulty, there is no. So yeah, for this mission, I had to say the only thing dangerous maybe is the bomber and the fighter, but the bomber will die really soon, and the fighter, as the bomber, will fall. So yeah, Sonja, you kill like 700 people of your people, but didn't make one kill from my own people. I hate these guys. I hate the people that decide to sacrifice all his army for an experiment. Sonja, you're heartless. From one warmonger to another one, we have Drake. He's allowed to take down uh, hundreds and hundreds of his people just for fun, I think. So for this time, I was fighting him with Andy. The first mission I did it with Andy because it's the easiest. There is nothing to talk about. Take the properties, beat the mission. There was some losses, but not so much. But I don't understand something. Why Drake decided to take down all his units and kill them? There's not really a reason to kill his unit. They are his people, and we are not invading them. So yeah, congratulations, Drake. You're a warmonger. Make a lot of crimes. Drake knows Orange Star is a level, but he decided to attack again. So yeah, this time I was using Max because it's the only mission doable. I know that the mission that you have to protect the missiles is doable, but it needs a lot of fire engine manipulation, and I don't know how to do that. So I decided to go uh, for the safest, but the most boring one. To sum up, make a ball with your units, take down all his battleship as three, and finish the mission. I discovered something in this mission that I didn't lose the half of my fuel, and I know that Drake was able to do that almost in Advance Wars 2. I don't know why here now he is not able to do that. Maybe it was for me something I didn't know, but yeah, it was easy, too easy for my for that reason. If not, maybe he will take down one of my subs. Eagles back, but what I can say about this mission is fast. Take down his air unit with your own air units, and that's it. There's nothing else that can be really dangerous here. I take heavily damage because of the anti-air, but we are talking about Max. He doesn't care. So yeah, uh, take down the bombers, take down the fighters, take down every single unit, and that's it. There is nothing else to say. I know in the first one I did that. I decided to do the max mission, but I think that was a really boring one. So I decided to do something more interesting, and I decided to do the and this one. So yeah, you need to find a lander, uh, blow it, and that's it. Boring, right? Not really. Here was funnier than just blowing up units and that's it. So what you need to do here is to take the lander that is in that reef, in the bottom reef, and that's it. Yeah, I don't know why Drake make something like this to be a challenge for the honest star. Maybe he was bored and say, "Yeah, I will do that." I don't know what's going on inside Drake's head. Maybe there is something I need to know, but I don't want to stay to know what's happening. Two times Sandy. What I have to say about this mission is there's some RNG, but you can beat this mission without a eagle. There's no reason that he's useful. Maybe there are units, but there only the bombers are the only dangerous stuff because you can't attack bombers. So not really an issue. So yeah, I take down the medium tanks. You can route this mission if you want, and this is the best option here because Max has so low range. But there is nothing to say about this mission. It did it by itself. It talked by itself. Uh, every single dangerous unit die into attacks. So I take the HQ, but it wasn't really necessary. So yeah, an easy mission. What happened when you decide to fight one of the hardest COs with one of the strongest COs? This that Storm was really, 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 but really frightened. So yeah, this mission was taking out the air units, taking out the first blow, and then proceeding really slowly until I make like 700 bombers and decide to bombard him with bombers. Last time I didn't use bombers because I was worried about that, but about the fighter. But I decided to take down the fighter with a cruiser, and the cruiser with battleship, and that's it. That's really it. So yeah, this mission was slow pushing until I reach him and break him with bombers. The last mission, and probably one of the hardest one, but the second hardest mission. I have to say this mission has too many things to consider, but this time I was ready because I did it this before, so I know what I have to do. And I start seeing Cartal and seeing how he did the hard mode version. I was ready to deal with this mission. Storm has a big army, but after I take it out, it will be easier for me to finish every every single unit. So yeah, this time we have to beat some of the hardest units, like some medium tanks, bombers, fighters, etc. But this time there is not really a huge problem because I know how to take the meteors, and the only time I failed it was because I wasn't paying attention again. So how do I beat this mission? Yeah, as I told before, there was three reasons, three main goals. First goal, I have to bring his units to combat. To make a little block, the first blow I mean, not the not not the next ones, but I have to take down the first blow as fast as I can. So that medium tanks, that tanks I have to bring to combat and then bombard him until I take it out everything. And the problem is that Storm makes a lot of bombers. I don't know. In hard mode, not there are not so many of them, but in normal mode, I don't know why, but there are a lot of them. Uh, I have to ask Arthur next time. So yeah, uh, I don't know why normal mode. Maybe there is another trigger different than in hard mode. I hear that was a 22%, but I don't think so. Maybe I have so much bad luck. But how I divide this mission? In there are three phases. Phase one. During the phase one, you need to beat uh, his first blow. How? Block with. You have to block with Kanbai the attack. I mean, like bring the storm unit to Kanbai. Also, I have to let the enemy take the bases that are the neutral bases that are the airport and the base. So I will. That seems stupid, but it's the best thing you can do. And for Kanbai, uh, defeat the first blow, and then proceed to increase the army. Grid has one mission, and well, that was the only thing he do in this part, and also to take some bombers. But the main goal for Grid is to block the meteors. Not some of the time he will attack the enemy, but his role is to block meteors because uh, the artillery and because Grid's army is not really the big thing. Only the missiles and the rockets are the important units, but only then. Only then. Kanbai has to do the hard work by defeating the main units, and then we will proceed to increase on this army in a huge groups of medium tanks, and with Kanbai and uh, some help defeating Storm once and for all. Uh, phase 2 was to start the push, and phase 3 is finish the push and push and take it. So yeah, this is how it ends. So, copying and mission. You another bit right. Now this is a. So yeah, uh, I was able to finish again with this this challenge, and it wasn't the hardest challenge because I didn't do the hard mode, and I won't do it because I this was really it is it's really annoying to do this challenge. Is there are some fun missions, but there are another ones that aren't fun. And when I talk about this challenge, I like to say that I like when I saw the improvements I made because the thing of the challenges are that they are not easy and they cost a lot of effort. And when I try to do this again and I see that it was better than the first time, I was happy because I know that I improved. So yeah, answer the question: can you beat the advanced wars deathless run normal mode? Watch out. Yes. Can you beat hard mode? Yes. Can you beat in every single advanced wars game in any difficulty deathless? Except Days of Ruin and with I'm working with hard mode dual strike, but maybe yes. I'm not doing it. I don't know, but maybe yes. The rest of the game, I know that is possible, but I have to ask one thing: can you beat Advanced Wars Deathless Run without joining units in hard mode and in Advanced Wars 1 and 2? I don't know. Because, for example, I as I mentioned, I mentioned Cartel that he did hard mode, but he joined his units, and I want to know if it's possible to do it without joining units, because that was the increase challenge I did. So why I include this extra challenge? The answer is this. I treat this game as a Fire Emblem. And in Fire Emblem, you can't join units. You can heal them, but not join it. So this was like my way to see it. And yeah, this is can you beat Advance Wars as it was a Fire Emblem without the not building things? Yes. And that made me a question. Can you beat this game without building anything? Maybe. I, normal mode, I think there is a possibility. So I will try to do that challenge. That will be my next challenge. So this is the end. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.